We are the Rambler Roast Cafe team. I'm Samantha Dummerly, these are my colleagues.
I'm Hannah Fuga.
And I'm DJ Skinner.
And this is our presentation for you for our cafe.
So the mission statement for the Rambler Roast Cafe is basically what we want this cafe to be. We're looking to make it the next comfortable, safe environment for PHS High School as well as the whole community of Perry. This isn't a personal gain for us. We're not looking for income. We want this to be an asset to the school, a place where people can come and do homework during Excel or after school, before school, during lunch. We're going to be offering coffee, slushies, smoothies, and teas, as well as cafe baked goods like bagels and muffins and cookies even. We will be open before school, after school, during both A and B lunch, as well as Excel if we can get that approved. And after school for activities such as like International Club, for example, or a band booster meeting or something like that. We want it to be open to everyone, basically. And how it's going to be run is a student-based work, basically. So you can sign a paper that lets you work during school to earn credit, basically. So that's how the cafe is going to be run.
And it is an application process. Like it's not like an easy, like put your name on the paper. Like you will have to be you have to understand that there's going to be like references from teachers you have to give. There has to be an understanding that this is for you to get any like income. This is just a asset to the school.
Which really preps students for a professional work environment before they actually go out into the work environment.
This is just how we started. These are just pictures of what the room started as. It was full of a lot of different furniture and old Deca supplies, but this is like how we were going through and checking out all the things and exploring like what we could do with it and how far we could actually take it. There is.
Like just notice like the wallpaper and like there's one like part that's not even like covered up by drywall.
It was at a very rough state to start, but it's moving along. This is our original vision for it. This is the original SketchUp. We had a storage room, which would be in one of the back rooms that was connected to the cafe. This would be the actual cafe. Our counter originally would go across the entrance door, and that would be all of our seating, and that thing floating on the nothing is the window. And that would be like the Rambler Roast, the Rambler store, where all the spirit gear would go.
And this is what we have as of now. So if you click on the picture, this when you walk in, this is the first thing you'll notice that we knocked down part of the wall. And so we took out the metal studs and it's just a huge empty room now. And you plan on using that for seating and just kind of like a get together place. I think we're also going to put the Rambler gear in that, if not the other room, because it's not going to be much of a storage room anymore. Let me show the other picture. With that, we put a hole in the wall, and that'll be another like little mini bar inside the cafe. So that way, there's another like more seating because the room, as though we made it spacious, it's still limited space. So with that, we're hoping that maybe that will be an extra like sitting room, or like I said, like a Rambler spirit store.
Alright, so we have been so fortunate with our contacts for this project. As you can see, we have a huge list of people who have helped us and supported us throughout this project. At the top of our list, we have Mr. and Mrs. Beck. Both of them have been huge supporters as well as promoters. They've been reaching out to people and getting in contact with people for us. Mr. Hepman is a cornucopia of contacts. He knows a million different people who have been able to help us. Mrs. Lewis, Barb Lewis, is the manager for Chartwells, who runs the school cafeteria program. So she's been on board with us. She really wants to see this get through by the end of this year. So she's been helping us with the legalities as well as like food services. Mr. Adair, from Perry, he's the construction laborer. Basically, he's helped us move out things from the room and knock down those walls. Mr. Asher has been doing the same thing, as well as Mr. Spencer, Jebediah, Spencer's dad, as well as Jebediah, helped knock down those walls about a week ago. Mrs. Davison, her son was a Perry High School alumni, and she owns a flooring company, so she was very generous and donated all the flooring for us. Mr. Tucker, is Mrs. Beck's sister's artist. So we kind of are in close contact with him, and he has been very willing to donate a logo to us. And not only that, but he's also giving us some money to donate to the PHS photography class. Rather than us paying him, he wants to give back to the school, which is awesome. Mr. Bressie, the woodshop teacher over at the middle school and here at Perry High School, is designing our furniture for us. So we have a plan of a counter that we're going to be making. It's very elaborate. It's about this big. And he's making it for us, customized. And then Brad Ulowski, I believe his last name is, he was the health inspector that came in about 2 weeks ago. And he gave us the okay to basically continue this project, but also without hand washing sink in the room, which was one of our main obstacles. So after we got over that, this has really been progressing almost faster than we can keep up with, but we're keeping up with it.
This was our itemized class list, and we won't read through all of it for the sake of time. But we have everything from furniture to included donations to other decorations and actual equipment. And after working through it, we realized it would come to about $3,405 for everything.
And although that we've really been pushing for like donations and just being really like people having support for us and giving and donating, we can't have everything because nothing's really cheap in life. And so our proposal is that we have a partnership with LabQ. This, as many of you know, they come in during lunches on Thursdays and they kind of set up to like encourage students to maybe open an account with them. And so one of the things we're asking for them is that they be a big sponsor for the cafe. And so we're asking for them $5,000, and with that, all of that underneath it is what we are asking, what money will go towards. And the little asterisks, like the signs, the mug, the aprons, and the stickers, with like the stickers for like the food, we are saying that any of the logos and our logos, they'll be like, presented together. So like the Ribbon Cafe, like muffins, was sponsored by LabQ, or just things like that. So as well as placing ATM in the ATM machine in the cafe, so it's kind of like encourages students to maybe open an account with them, not really like persuading them to open an account to buy any cafe food, but rather just having the availability to get money.
This is the counter design that we sketched up. As you can see, like the top parts would all be shelves for it. We have a room. This would be maybe like where a safe would go, so we could keep like all money and all valuables locked away, so it wouldn't suggest anything to other students. Just other shelving to put a lot of our supplies in, and then the center part, which would have a glass front and glass or not glass sliding doors, would be where we put all like the muffins and other food related products. So it was easy to see through, but still like a nice solid counter. And then like on top we would have like our slushy machine, our cash register, and it's like you can't really tell it's cut here because it'll sit by the door. So when you walk in, it's not counter, but it's like cut and it like opens up to the room more.
So our grand opening prospective date is Friday, May 1st. By then, these are all things that we hope to accomplish by then. Priming and painting the walls, get the flooring down, refix the lighting, get in some furniture finally, obviously decorate the room, put in equipment like the slushy machines, the coffee machines, as well as get supplies like cups and napkins. So hopefully if we get all that done soon, we can open by May 1st, like intended.
And this is our logo that TJ designed. We're really proud of it. I don't know if you can really tell, but the O in the roast is a coffee bean. It didn't really quite execute what we wanted, but nonetheless, we appreciate it. And then just really think it suits up our cafe really well.
Any questions?